Good afternoon, and welcome to Dalhousie University's Spring Convocation. My name is Terry Balser. I'm Dalhousie's provost and will be your master of ceremonies today. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge that Dalhousie University is located in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq, and pay my respects to the elders. Wela Leo. Please be seated. There are two times on university campuses that are of particular significance. The first is at the start of each year when we welcome our new students to campus, and the second is at the end when we come together as we are today to celebrate the completion of your programs. For many, this day comes with a range of emotions: sadness at leaving behind a community and a place, or perhaps eagerness to move on from this place, possibly fear for those who aren't sure what's next, and certainly gratitude for all those who supported you along the way. But above all, I hope you feel pride. I certainly do. You have done what many people only dream of, and you should be proud of the accomplishment. But whatever the emotion, Convocation marks the end of years of hard work, a turning point, and an opportunity for a new chapter, and that is definitely something to celebrate. So feel free to show enthusiasm and cheer for the newest graduates of Dalhousie. And you're more than welcome to move around the auditorium for photographs, but please be careful not to block the people behind you. And also, please do share your best pictures with us on Twitter at #DalGrad. And as always, Convocation is being webcast, so you can watch it again and again and again through the Dal website. Now, I'd like to take a moment to introduce those individuals who will participate during the ceremony, as well as a few other members of our platform party. So when I call your name, please remain standing as you're able. So first of all, Elder Jane Abram with Millbrook First Nation. A. Ann McClellan, Chancellor. Peter McKinnon, Interim President and Vice Chancellor. Chief Justice Michael Wood, Chief Justice of Nova Scotia. Justice David Farrer, North Nova Scotia Court of Appeal. Candace Thomas, Board of Governors. Peter Fardy, Vice President, Advancement. Dr. Alice Aiken, Vice President, Research and Innovation. Dr. Kevin Hewitt, Chair of Senate. Dr. Catherine Harmon, Vice Chair of Senate. Dr. Tanya Packer, Vice Chair of Senate. Camille Cameron, Dean, Schulich School of Law. Michael de Turbide, Associate Dean, Schulich School of Law. Dr. Eileen Denovan Wright, Associate Dean, Faculty of Graduate Studies. Donna Bourne Tyson, University Librarian. Dr. Ivan Joseph, University Beadle and Vice Provost, Student Affairs. And Dr. Michael de Gagne, President, Nipissing University, and our Convocation speaker. Also on the platform today and in the audience are the Dean of Law and the Associate Dean, academic, members of the law faculty, members of the law school staff. In many and varied ways over the past 3 years, they have all played a big part in your lives. They have all been motivated by a desire to see you do well and succeed, and so they take no small amount of pleasure in seeing you all here today with your family and friends, celebrating this very special event. I ask them all to stand. And we also thank all family, friends, and supporters who are joining us today to celebrate our graduating students. It's now my pleasure to ask Interim President and Vice Chancellor of Dalhousie University, Peter McKinnon, to give the opening remarks.
Good afternoon. Welcome, Chancellor McClellan, members of the academic procession, parents, families, guests, and particularly our graduates. Before I begin my formal remarks, I want to take a moment to acknowledge something special about this convocation season. In the past, a university mace was placed at center stage to signal the start of each ceremony. While the mace served Dalhousie well over the years, in 2016, the university established a mace revisioning committee to craft an object that better reflects the diversity of the Dal community and its values, while still paying tribute to the university's history and heritage. Earlier this month, at our first convocation ceremony at the agricultural campus, we unveiled Dalhousie's new Dawn Staff of Place and Belonging. The staff was created by award-winning Mi'kmaq artist Alan Syllaboy and collaborator Mark Austin. They worked with artists and craftspeople from diverse communities across Nova Scotia to bring it to life. With the new Dawn staff, we journey proudly into our third century, informed by the past and inspired for the future. Thank you to the artists and collaborators, some of whom are with us today, for their work on this important project. Convocation is a wonderful time of year for students, for those who have supported their studies, for those of us who work at Dalhousie. Seeing grads cross the stage and posing for photos with family and friends on our beautiful campus is a source of immense pride and joy. If you will permit me a moment of reflection, I cannot help but think of my own graduation from Dalhousie when I received my Bachelor of Arts degree 50 years ago in the spring of 1969. As I reflect on my half-century of life since then, the most prominent theme relates to the changes I have witnessed at Dalhousie, in Halifax, in Canada, and the world. Nothing endures but change, said the Greek philosopher Heraclitus more than 2,000 years ago. And while he was speaking of the cosmos, his words apply to earthly life as well. I cite as one example my arrival 50 years ago at Queen's University to begin my legal education. There was a new offering in the curriculum, a first at Queen's or at any Canadian law school. The new course was called Computers and the Law, and it was taught by a Professor Hugh Lawford. The course was quickly the object of sarcasm, even derision on the part of our class. What serious law student would take computers and the law? Must be some kind of flaky bird course in which you didn't have to do very much work and it would be easy to acquire an A. Serious law students take real estate transactions and commercial law, wills and estate planning, taxation. Not some peripheral, impractical, quaint offering called computers and the law. Well, looking back now, Professor Lawford and his new class in Computers and the Law foretold a revolution in law, in legal practice, in law libraries, in legal research, and in legal services. The late Professor Lawford is remembered as a pioneer who saw change coming, who understood its emerging shape, and who stepped out from the crowd to lead it. Nothing endures but change. And that brings us back to the full meaning of today. What change will you face? What shall be the political, technological, environmental, employment, and personal changes that you will encounter? How adaptable to change will you be? Will you lead it? Watch it? Resist it? The single greatest preparation for adaptation and leadership is advanced education, and that is the real meaning of today. Your families and friends, your instructors, and all who contribute in any way to Dalhousie University celebrate and salute your success. I am fortunate enough to join them and to join you in this well-earned celebration. Warmest congratulations and very best wishes always.
I now invite our graduates to please rise. Madam Chancellor, as Chair of the Senate of Dalhousie University, I ask you to confer degrees on those candidates whose names have been approved by Senate.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in Dalhousie University, I admit to their respective degrees and diplomas with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto, those candidates who have fulfilled the requirements of that degree and whose names have been approved by Senate. Admito vos ad gradum.
Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated.
I now call upon Camille Cameron, Dean of the Schulich School of Law, and Michael de Turbine, Associate Dean Academic of the Schulich School of Law, to present the candidates who are here today receiving degrees, followed by Dr. Eileen Denovan-Wright, Associate Dean of Graduate Studies, to present the candidates who are here today receiving higher degrees.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Juris Doctor. Samantha Rose Adero. Houston Alexander Barnaby. She likes that. Catherine Grace Brady. Sarah Marie Byrne. Liam Campbell. Matthew Canning. Emma Louise Chappell. Cheverie. Christopher Sean Cheverie. Ryan Kristen. Michael Sampson Cody. Kendra Mary Correa. Brianna Cowling. Chelsea Cox. Amanda Marie Craig. Michael Andrew Curry. Celeste Irene Copley Cuthbertson. Angela Wanda Danko. Jessica Lynn Dawkins. Alana Jane Dawson. Divine. Yeah. Erin Marie Divine. Ashley Catherine Dickey. Dominic William DeLuey. That's good. You sure? We're doing some negotiating here. Kyle Dow. Brenna Lee Epp. Selby Evans. Sarah Jane Follis. Sahan Farahanchi. Haley Cochran Mitchell Fletcher. Megan Ruth Foley. Do you want me to do the best? Shani Beth Fruginette. James Donald Bryden Gamblin. Hillary Elizabeth Gilroy. Kathleen Glowich. Alex Marie Cole Green. Garrett Wayne Griffith. Shannon Christine Hale. Could have been hand out.
clerking at the Ontario Court of Appeal with Mr. Justice James McPherson, with whom I graduated from this law school in 1974.
Peggy Lee Ann Handel. Allison Corinne Harris. Cherise Hart. Good luck in Newfoundland. Might see you there sometime. Leo Hartery. Hasenauer. Yep. Sarah Jane Catherine Hasenauer Kinsley. Christine Marie Hicks. Benjamin Donald Hoskins. Rebecca Hovey. Henry Robert Howe. You're the guy about the drink for? Yeah. Hubka. Drew Garrett Hubka. I met your father. He's very proud. Andrew Seth Jameson. You guys related? Mackenzie Stewart Jameson. Robert Daniel Jeffcock. Charlotte Rebecca Jenkins. Haven't got caught in the rain lately, have you? Ben Joseph Johnson. Hi there. Keith Sigmar Johnson. Nathan Daly Callback. Danielle Jackson Keating. Rebecca Dorothy Kahn. Jenna Elisa Curry Hanna. Neela Kiley. Vanessa Lynn Kinnear. Jason Jose Fernando Cor Kirsch. Chelsea Elizabeth Megan Kovalik.
Medicine this morning. So it's been a very busy day. Congratulations.
Natasha Krutwagen. Benjamin Reed Ladner. Menon Andrea Maria Landry. Amy Catherine Laverdure. Evan Harry Warrington Lay. Devon Elizabeth Lenz. Nathan David Cecil Little. Yan Lu. Justine Patricia Lucas.
This means we're at the halfway point. John Anderson Murray McCormick with Muriel. It is. Jack Alexander Fraser McDonald. Jack William McDonald. James Allen McDonald. Emma Marie McIntosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, these two are brothers.
Catherine Abigail Mack. Matthew Gregoire McClellan. Zachary Michael Evan McMillan. Kevin James Marr. Carrie Alexandra Malcolm. Lindsay Ann Molloy. Elise Nicole Martino. Chris Maxwell. Alexandra Lee McCauley. Emily Elizabeth Haldane McCormick. Erin Jessica McSorley. Adam Lyle Melvin. Erin Michaela Minuk. Vanya Mitrovich. Sohaib Mohammed. Samantha Ann Morden. Alexandria Leslie Muse Hennessy. Andrea Arlene Neal. Jessica Elizabeth Nolan. Tina Northrup. Laura Ruth Nyman. Martin Kweku Owusu. Shaylin Cherise Oxner. William Alexander Payne.
At my law firm, Bennett Jones.
Kyle Fraser Peck. Dominique Kathleen Oliver Dares.
What's next for her? And she said the IWK. So good luck with that. Congratulations.
Brendan Daniel Peters. Imogen Stratford Phipps Burton. Sean Rajiv Panambalam. Zachary Peter Pringle. Natasha Puka. Liam James Quirple. Peter James Kwan. Tegan Marie Racco. Jillian Katera Ramsey. Hussein Yusufali Remanji. Neil Donald Robertson. Russell Joseph William Robinson Grant. Niall Rowe. Linda Patricia Warwick Rogers. Jeremy Graham Ryant.
Served on the Board of Governors together these past couple of years. A remarkable young man who combined the Board of Governors with his law studies.
Natasha Marie Shigas. Miranda Sharp. David Frederick McKinley Slip. Taylor Catherine Smiley. Graham William Stetson. Sarah Marlene Stevens. Fabian Nicholas Suarez Amaya. Sonia Alexandra Sweet. Alexandra Pulkaria Tyrrell. Annie Bernard Tonkin. Christiana Mary Tweedy. No, I'm going to say it. You don't want to do that? Jaquez Tynes. Megan Allison Walker. Emily Wang. Heather Joyce Godden Webster. Molly Wedge. Andrew Patrick West. Ryland Wayman. Laura Megan Wheatley. Vanessa Chantal Williams Apostolakis. Ashley Joan Wilson. Emily Ann Alvina Gammon Wilson. Catherine Eve Yurkovich. Madam Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the degree of Juris Doctor.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the Master of Laws. Emily Godbout-Beaulieu. Stephen John Holt. Nino Abla Kwasitu. Tu Quinn Trin. Madam Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of those candidates who are here today to receive the Master of Laws degree.
It's now my pleasure to call upon Dean Cameron to present the recipient of the University Medal in Law.
Madam Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present the recipient of the 2019 University Medal in Law. This medal is awarded to the graduating student who has achieved the highest cumulative average over the 3 years of the JD program. The recipient is chosen from among those attaining first-class distinction in third year and must have achieved a very high standard of excellence. The recipient of this year's Medal in Law is Erin Jessica McSorley. I'm not finished yet. Erin graduates from law school today with a 3-year cumulative average of A+. Erin is from Amherst, Nova Scotia, and graduated from Mount Allison University with a BA and from Queen's University with a Master's in Public Health before starting law school here at Dalhousie. Erin will be articling with the law firm of Stewart McKelvey in Halifax on graduation. Congratulations, Erin.
It's now my pleasure to call upon Ben Joseph Johnson to deliver the valedictory address.
All right. Hello, beautiful people. I want to start first by recognizing and thanking the administration, the professors, you guys are wonderful, the administrative support staff, the custodial staff, and of course, the library staff at Weldon. A big shout out to Margaret, who got her award on Saturday. Yeah. Margaret, give it up. And also to Tatiana, who retired earlier this year in January. If you don't know her, she's great. And then welcome to all the loved ones. You guys, you're the reason we're here. You're the reason that today can happen. So I want to give a big thanks to the loved ones. You guys have traveled from all over Canada and different parts of the world, and though I haven't had the pleasure of meeting all of you, I just want to thank you for raising some amazing people. Also, I would like to recognize the members of the Schulich School of Law class of 2019 who raised human beings while they were in law school. So let's give them a shout out. I think John, Jaquez, Peggy, and Winnie, you guys are amazing. And of course, the real MVPs of any graduation ceremony, the disgruntled siblings in the crowd. Where are you at? Disgruntled siblings. It's all right. Today you're just fighting for second place, but we love you anyways. All right. So, these things can be a little stuffy, so I like to start off with a little self-deprecation. As you said, as was said, my name is Ben Johnson. Yeah, I know. I'm 30 years old. My listed permanent mailing address is my mother's home. I also am a resident of her basement, and I am currently leeching off her Netflix and Apple Music accounts, so... Thank you, parents. Now, over the course of this speech, I'm going to be saying a lot of wonderful things about these wonderful, amazing people in front of me. And I'm biased, obviously. Spent 3 years with these people, and they're wonderful. But that doesn't mean I'm not being genuine. So I made a list of all the people from the class of 2019 that I don't like. And I'm going to tell that to you today. So the list goes last name first, alphabetical order. Feeds David. That's the list. No, I'm just... Side note, I didn't want to tell that joke, but I was Skyping Jimmy when I was reading this to him, and he loved that joke so much I had to throw it in there, so I'm sorry. All right. So, this entire month, I've been racking my brain on what to talk about today. I thought of giving a speech about the amazing people that you guys will grow into and the incredible lawyers that you will become, but that's not what I'm going to talk about today. This class, the class of 2019, is not special for what you will become. You guys are special for who you are. You've done the work, you've made it to this point, and some of us thought that this day would never come. So the theme of this speech is going to be about self-doubt. And loved ones in the audience, you guys can attest to this. These beautiful people in front of me sometimes don't believe in themselves as much as they should. And it's very frustrating telling someone how great they are when they won't recognize it. So, many of us, when we came to law school, suffered from imposter syndrome. We would look around at all these brilliant, capable people and question our own abilities. At times, our insecurities would get the best of us. That voice in your head would say, "You don't belong here." Or that voice in your head would say, "She's so much smarter than you." If it was Katie, it's probably true. And that voice in your head would always also say, "That Buck Payne is so good looking. How handsome is Buck Payne?" It's a little bit of an inside joke. Not all of you know Buck Payne. Really handsome guy. Really handsome guy. All right. So, I've had this conversation with a lot of you, and some of us were just waiting for Dean Cameron to come and tap us on the shoulder and say, "We made a mistake, and you gotta go." But here we all are, at the end, accomplishing exactly what you set out to do, and it's days like this that are important to celebrate. Not just to be with our loved ones, but also to remember the things you are capable of when you stop doubting yourselves. There is a word in German, Gestalt, which means a whole greater than the sum of its parts. And I believe that that perfectly describes the class of 2019. The superpower of this group is that we look out for one another. The past 3 years have presented us with ups and downs, some tears, but many laughs. But the constant has been the selflessness and grace that you all have shown throughout the process. As we all move on into the next chapter of our lives, it's going to be important to continue looking out for one another. Now that we are leaving Weldon, we won't have those chances to check in with each other. Those days where the timing would be just perfect. You'd be leaving class and someone would be leaving the library and you got to walk home a couple blocks and just talk about whatever. Could be Elton John or Billy Joel, Tina. So I should preface this next bit by saying law school is a grind, and it is difficult, and at times it's emotionally overwhelming. That being said, there's no other group of people that I would have rather done it with than you guys. Love you guys. I know this might be an unpopular opinion, but I loved my time at Weldon, and it was 100% because of you guys, the group, the administration, and the professors. You guys are wonderful. All the memories we shared, all the Domus nights, the law games, intramurals. Shout out to the Macaulays, 4-time intramural champs. And also Dad Dynasty, you guys were great too. The game nights, Pith and Substance, where Section B rightfully won. And there's no controversy. There were no sound issues with our video. All right, let's put that to rest. And the bachelor viewing parties at Jess and Kyle's. You guys are great. If you guys, for those of you who watched The Bachelor, that last season, I just don't know about Colton. I just don't know if he was genuine. All right. So in the future, when you doubt yourselves, we can take solace in the fact that we are all a part of the class of 2019, the greatest class in the history of the Schulich School of Law. Dean Cameron may or may not have said that to me. I can't confirm. So no matter what you are going through in the future, always know that you have people in your corner, just as you did when you were at Weldon. Class of 2019, you guys are such a special group, and if there's ever anything that you need in the future, don't hesitate to ask. My mother's landline is 1-902-485-1544. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ben. So, please join me in congratulating all of the graduates with your applause. And I would also like to call particular attention to the families and friends of the graduates. We know Convocation is important for you as well. And I'm sure that all of our graduates recognize that they wouldn't be here where they are today without all of your love and support. So we want to take this opportunity to express our gratitude to you for the role that you've played in nurturing our newest graduates. I'll ask now that the graduates and the onstage party rise as you're able. Graduates, your family and friends have been applauding you all afternoon. Now it's your turn to honor them with cheers and applause. Please be seated.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Michael de Gagne. He has spent his entire career helping people and working to establish a vision and the conditions for reconciliation between Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples in Canada, starting with his work with provincial and federal agencies and governments, and continuing as the founding executive director of the Aboriginal Healing Foundation, and his current role as President and Vice Chancellor of Nipissing University. His leadership has inspired hope and action for healing and reconciliation. Dr. de Gagne is a longtime friend of the Schulich School of Law, visiting each year to present a short, intensive course on Indian residential school settlement with Professor Jennifer Llewellyn, the first course of its kind in a Canadian law school to take up questions of law, truth, and reconciliation. In recognition of his inspirational leadership, Dalhousie proudly awarded Dr. Michael de Gagne an honorary degree on February the 5th, 2018, as part of the bicentennial celebrations. It is now my great pleasure to ask him to address Convocation. Dr. de Gagne.
Thank you very much. And congratulations to all of you. As the president of a university, I've been to lots of convocations. Lots of convocations. This was a very good one. This is just the warmth of your remarks, Ben, the time you spent, Madam Chancellor, with each graduate. That's it's tremendous, and so we've all been had a real treat here this afternoon. I want to thank, of course, Dalhousie University for the honor bestowed upon me last year. It was wonderful to receive an honorary doctorate from this institution, one that I have had such high regard for and have been associated with for more than a decade now. I was puzzled by your remarks about self-doubt. I can't believe it. I was always told whenever I addressed you guys that you were brimming with confidence as law students. Don't pump their tires too much, they said. So I just imagined that now that you're graduates, you'd just be insufferable. But I'm sure you're going to be fine. I'm sure you're going to be fine. Anyway, so my challenge then today is to say a few words about challenging you in your careers. The first challenge you'll have is that you'll be called to support your communities, no matter what that is. If it's a community of interest, or in the corporate community, or the community where you choose to practice or apply your trade back home. It won't be long, you'll find, before someone comes to you and says, would you like to be on our board? And everybody wants a lawyer on their board. And in spite of what you've heard, it's not glamorous. It's evenings, late nights, coffee and donuts, and working out questions of policy or governance with colleagues, all done voluntarily, all while missing the Raptors game. All of that stuff happens through boards, through voluntary boards. But it is the stuff that drives our communities. Your presence there as leaders in your community that people see fit to call upon to help. Your presence there will really drive your communities forward. And I invite you to embrace your role on boards and profits, nonprofits as soon as you can. I've had the pleasure to come and speak to many of you on reconciliation and residential schools and Indigenous people, non-Indigenous people while I was here at Dalhousie. And so I want to do that today, just to sort of talk to you a little bit about reconciliation. The law has been an integral part of moving reconciliation forward in this country, and now that will be you that does that. You may not even work in an area that has much to do with Indigenous people, but you will still be called upon to make a tremendous contribution to reconciliation in this country. That I'm putting on you. Reconciliation really has four components. One is ceremony, one is people, one is structures, and one is policy. And you have something to do with each one of those. With ceremony, you're going to convene dialogues. You're going to be the people who bring people together to talk, sometimes contentious talk, but you're going to get people together to tell their truths and to work out some fundamental problems in our society. With people, you're going to work to support the needs of the people that you serve, your clients. That's going to be absolutely critical. You can do this. You can do this. You're the ones who will be called upon to do the representing. With structure, you're going to create organizations for justice and healing and restoration that are absolutely critical to reconciliation in Canada. And you can do that too. You can do this. And finally, policy, you're going to be part of changing how we work with each other. It's going to be absolutely critical for you to be involved in that, and you can do that too. So ceremonies and people and structures and policies, and you'll have something to do with all of that. So let me give you some advice then on how this actually will happen. So maybe this is a bit of a job description for you. And I'll tell you a short story. In 1977, I was first year university, and I was called upon to find a job. And so I went to the local First Nation, And this was not my First Nation, but one that was close to where I was living. And I signed up as a youth worker. And so I went to the band office the first day, and I was supposed to get an orientation. And so I asked the lady who was hiring me, I said, do you have a job description for me? And she thought, oh, wow, fancy job description. College boy, are you? And so I said, so she says, oh, I've got a job description for you. It's only 3 parts. She said, the first one is, she says, across the street here, there's a little church. And right next to that church is just a patch of grass. The kids that you're working with this summer will meet you there every morning. When they stop going to see you every morning, you don't have a job anymore. That's the first thing you keep in mind. She said, secondly, we probably don't have enough money to pay you for the rest of the summer. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to fundraise. You're going to have to call the people in this community and then the neighboring communities and find the money to keep this job going. And the third thing she said is what I'm going to do is I'm going to lend you my truck to take these kids swimming. Do not let anyone fall out of the truck. That was my job description for that summer, and I think in a lot of ways it served me very, very well, even in the roles I play now, and I hope the roles that you play in the future. First of all, if the people stop coming, you don't have a job. Be people-centered, be client-centered. Think of their needs first. You have no purpose without the people that you're serving. Secondly, be active in your community. Take on those voluntary roles. Take on those roles in boards and other organizations. They rely on you. The people in your community will now see you as a civic leader. You will be relied upon, and you will rely upon your community, especially in hard times. And finally, take care of each other. Don't let each other fall out of the truck. The well-being is your well-being, the well-being of your communities, the well-being of the people that you work with, your families is absolutely essential. This is essential in making all of us better, Canada better. I congratulate you on this wonderful achievement. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. DeGagne. Graduates, as you leave the auditorium today, you will officially become part of the Dalhousie alumni family with more than 135,000 people around the world. I have no doubt that the next chapter will bring you many new experiences and opportunities, and no matter where your path takes you, there are many, many ways you can stay connected with Dal, and we hope that you will. Members of the Alumni Association will be giving you a pin, your alumni pin, on the way out of the ceremony today. We hope you'll wear it with pride. And congratulations and welcome to the alumni family. To our graduates and guests, the business of Convocation is concluded, and everyone is invited to a reception to be held in the sculpture court following the ceremony. After the singing of O Canada, you're requested to remain standing as you're able as the academic procession leaves the auditorium. I now invite you to join Shane Scott, a Dalhousie voice student, in singing our national anthem.